class today we're going to be learning how to make cholent. My grandmother asked me, what do you eat on Shabbos? Well, I said, Natalie, we eat cholent. And she said, cholent, what's that? I said, well, it's a pot. We put vegetables and potatoes and carrots and onions and some meat and some barley and some salt and pepper, and we cook it from Friday through Saturday. She said, Cholent! So my Nana has been making and eating cholent for almost a century. So this is an old recipe. I've tweaked it a little bit over the decades. I make this cholent usually every Friday. Been doing so for the past 10 years or so. And this is the result of all those years of trial and error. The portion we're making today is for about 100 people. This is an 18-quart pot. Sometimes we make it in a 22-quart pot. Yours at home might only be 6 or 8 or 10. You can divide in half if you want, but as to whether a quarter or a third, we're not sure if that's accurate. But you know, we don't measure with a measuring spoon or exact amounts. We just kind of go with the flow. So we'll start today. All the vegetables underneath, they've been soaked and cleaned and prepared, and so we're going to first start. Here we have. Oh, by the way, my name is Gershon. We are here in the Philadelphia metropolitan area, in makin at Torah Community Center. Thanks to the rabbis for allowing us to shoot here today, Rabbi Cousins and Rabbi Kabel. And we're going to do our best. And Josh on camera. So thank you, Josh Gold. Here we go. So you notice we have two knives here. This one says meat on it. This one says parva. I typically make a parva and a meat cholent every Shabbos. Today we'll just be making a meat cholent. However, I'm not going to cut the vegetables with the meat knife. It's my habit to cut the vegetables with the parva knife and the meat with the meat knife. Even though we'll just be making a meat cholent today and now, I'm going to be making one later, so I don't want to cut the meat with the parva knife. It's still with the parva. So we'll start here. This is the parva knife. Okay, let's get started. Cut the ends off potatoes. These are sweet potatoes, by 4 large sweet potatoes. Okay? Why do I cut the ends off? I don't know. Just a little bit nicer. I like to cut them in about 1-inch chunks. It's a little bit nice and meaty to bite into. That's how I do it. Okay? A nice thick portion of the bottom of the pan. Next, we'll do the onions. I've got 4 large onions here. While we're on the subject of onions, we've got garlic. Very effective, by the way. Onion goggles, $19.99 at your local kitchen capers. Used to be the only downside to making cholent that I'd be weeping half the day on Friday. Way to a man's heart is to his stomach. I've seen it to be true, but don't eat too much of this. Maybe 1 bowl. So we do the math and figure out that about 18 quarts of this. Every person has about 6-8 ounces of 100 people. It should do the trick. What's 100 times 8 ounces? Do the math. I figured it out. We feed about 100 people. Some guys come back for seconds. I've seen guys come back for thirds. But they usually don't make it to Shacharis on Monday morning. It's a good joke. One time when I was making cholent, the rabbi came in and he saw milk all over the table. He said, Gershon, you gotta wipe the table off before you make cholent. It's flashing. You got milk all over the table. Because in the morning, we have coffee here at Shul. We figured somebody spilled the coffee, the milk. But when you cut a lot of big onions, this is onion milk. That's why I'm wearing these goggles here. Because it gets pretty juicy back here. Some garlic. 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 Oh, I mopped up. Done. Garlic. big chunk. You don't want it to be a whole mouthful, but you know, you see, something like that. Right in. That was about a dozen garlic cloves, give or take. Like I said, we don't measure so much. There we go. So far we have sweet potatoes, onions, garlic. Let's move on to the carrots. Got about a dozen medium to large carrots here. We'll also cut those into 1-inch chunks. Be careful, please. Okra. About a half-pound okra. Should be enough. Just cut these up. Now these are soaked and cleaned nicely. That's about it. Okay. When I first published this recipe in a cookbook, there was no okra, but as I said, I tweaked the recipe as I went, and used to put rhubarb in it. That's right, rhubarb. Don't know why. So here's the secret ingredient. These are kedem, vegetable soup tubes, no MSG, no hydrogenated oils, although we'll be putting some bad things in later. You watch. We're going to do 8 soup tubes. Got a flavor pack in there too. Let's not get any plastic in there. It's 2. Okay. That's almost all the non-meat ingredients. I'm getting ready to put my pocket knife away. Make sure we got a little broth in there. Just 1 can of beer, that's about it. Yeah. That's good. Shot in the throat. Now we're going to put the pocket knife away. Put the cutting board. Meat. So, we'll start with a cervelat. It's like a spicy salami. So, I've learned that when we add salami or sometimes sausage, we don't actually want to put this in when we put the cholent on. We want to add this Shabbos morning. It's already cooked. I asked the Rav, can we add the salami after the cholent is mostly cooked? Absolutely. We don't add it while it's still on the heat. We take it off the heat. It's still in the same pot, but it's off the heat. It's getting hot. Shabbos morning, we're going to add it right before we serve it. Enough that it's in there for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes that it warms up. It's not like eating raw salami or cold salami. It actually gets some nice flavor to the cholent. It's an extra bite of meat, and everybody likes an extra bite of meat, as I was saying. Kishka, flanken, more flanken, lamb, and veal for the icing. I like to cut them up in bite-sized pieces. In between the bones. There you go. We'll go around the perimeter, make this like a nice presentation. Bite-sized pieces. After cooking for 25 hours, the stuff falls off the bone. It's very tender. Sometimes you see some of the guys, going fishing on Shabbos morning. Now, this is basically just miscellaneous meat without the bone. Just dump that right on top. That's right on top. Okay. So now we've got a layer of meat on top of everything. We're going to first ground the pepper on. Just a nice layer. Black pepper. It's good. In the wintertime I use a little extra pepper. It's February right now. A little snow this Shabbos. They'll definitely warm people up. A little salt. Should do it. This is lamb. This is not for Shabbos, this is for Erev Shabbos. We're going to lay the lamb ribs across the top. So not all of this is for Shabbos. It's a mitzvah for Shabbos. To taste the food, make sure it's delicious. Shabbos Kodesh. The cup of Shabbos Kodesh. On the Shabbos, make sure that it's delicious. It's also good to make sure that there's enough water, add salt and pepper, because once Shabbos comes in, we can't change the ingredients, we can't change the temperature, we have to let it be. I'm always very careful on Friday morning. I don't want to cut myself. I don't want to go into Shabbos with a boo-boo. It has to be Thursday, so what the heck. You'll finish up with us now. And then, a little bit later, right before Shabbos, Friday about 5 o'clock, as it is, we'll come back here. We'll have a little party. Some lamb. We'll have some more beer, maybe. A few l'chaims. Bring in the Shabbos. Well, I almost kishka. So what is kishka? Remember I said that this dish is not so helpful. Those of you who have tried it understand that this is not where we get our nutrition, at least for our bodies, perhaps for our soul. It's really just a nourishment for the soul. It doesn't do me so good. So I try to get myself a one bowl of this. But as you may, eat as much as you think is appropriate for you. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we're going to put a little more salt and pepper on here. First is just a primer. Lots of pepper. That should be enough. Well, maybe a little bit more. Something about the kahuna. A few fingerfuls. A few cobbles out there. A little more salt. A lot more salt. A little bit more salt. A lot more salt. You'll have no idea how much salt until you try this yourselves. I've never measured, ever. That's right. That's right. Go potato chips. Okay. So, it's Thursday afternoon, which is often when I make a show on Friday morning. It's usually a scramble, very busy, short day. So here's what I'm going to do. Cover this up. Friday morning I'll come back here, add water up to here, right up to the top. And then, put it in the chum pot, about 300 degrees, 275. You get it on at 9 o'clock Friday morning, you find 300 does a good job. Always add a little bit more water than you think. You don't want it to be dry. It should be almost soupy. You'll experiment. I don't like pasty chulent. I like it when it's juicy. So does my Miriam Chaya. She likes it juicy. This morning she says to me, I want chulent. I said, Miriam, it's Thursday. There's no chulent on Thursday. You have to wait for Shabbos. I want chulent. Fortunately, I had some in the freezer, and she got some cholent for breakfast Thursday morning. That's my miracle pie. Check it out with me later when we eat the cholent. Okay, we're here a little bit early. We wanted to get a little jump on the Erev Shabbos festivities, if I can find it. It's been cooking for about 8 hours now. About 350. A little bubbly. The lamb is on the rare side, but hey, let me see. We'll show you what we have. There are doctors in the house. Remember I said this is very good for the soul. Very good for the soul. Not so good for the. So, in moderation, the Torah way is the middle way. So you can have a little bit on Shabbos, a little shtickalacha. Oh yeah. Oh, soggy potato chips. We're basting. Let's dig a little hole right here. See what we got underneath there. Oh yeah. There's okay. Got some barley and some peas, some onion. There's some rib right there, a little rib bone. Some okra. Here's the okra. See the okra? We put the okra in. There's the okra. Okra. Wait, I think we need a little bit more pepper over here. A little pepper right there. Yeah, a little pepper. There we go. Stir it up a little bit. Some potatoes in the bottom, probably. Where's those potatoes? Sweet potatoes. Oh yeah! Now this is not quite chilled yet. It's chilling, I think about 24 hours. This is only about 8 hours since 9 o'clock. It's about 9 hours worth of cooking. Not quite chilled yet. It's just a stew right now.
Getting there.
Peas are a little hard. Barley's not quite ripe yet. The lamb is on the rare side.
Kish is done.
But it's on par. It's ready to go. Go. So unfortunately, we won't be able to roll on Shabbos. We don't roll on Shabbos. So the next time you see this pot, it's going to be empty. This pot's not going to be empty, but that pot's going to be empty. So keep that in mind. But stay tuned for the follow-up. The scrubbing, we're going to scrub. And there's some other things we have in mind. All right. Good Shabbos! Have you ever heard of the Rockettes? It goes something like this.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Why are you doing this? Please. Even Chef Gershon can make okra taste good.
Make sure it's kosher. All right. Here you go. Here you go, Joshy. Whoa!